Okay, guys, Michelle, Bateman Crimson, and we are doing our first DIY e-liquid recipe video. So today we're going to keep it nice and easy. We're going to do one of my original recipes, which is called TOC Strawberry Shortcake, and you'll be able to follow along on the screen beside me where you'll see all of our percentages that we're going to use. We are going to be doing our recipe today with a 36 milligram unflavored nicotine base and pure VG. As you can see, I have my PG in these little great little bottles. I love this. This makes it so much easier. And my VG in this little bottle here makes that easier. I have all of my ingredients out that I'm going to be mixing with because we want this to be simple and easy. One of the best things that you can do for yourself when you first start mixing is to have all the ingredients you need out ready to go so you don't have to go searching through everything because it just takes time and it makes it a hassle. So I'm hoping you guys can see my scale. If not, this is the LB weigh scale and you can get it on Amazon. I will leave a link for that. And this does grams. So everything we're going to do today is in grams. I will get Kayla to do another recipe review for you doing drops. I do not do drops. She does. But with this scale, you basically, and I'm turning it towards you, so it's a little hard for me to see. Every time I put something up there, I want to zero it out. So now I've got a 30 ml plastic bottle, which is really easy to use. And what we're going to do is just get started. We're going to start with our cookie, which is by Flavor Art. Love this. I use it in a lot of different things. And for our cookie, we are going to be using 0.23 grams. Let's see. Kind of hard for me to see looking over it, but we're going to do it just for you. We're going to squeeze that in there until we get 0.23 grams. We're close. All right, right on the money. 0.23 grams of cookie. Done with that flavor, and we will hit tear. That zeroes us back out. Okay, so the next ingredient that we're going to work with is cream fresh, or fresh cream, depending on how you want to say it. And this one does not have a dropper top on it, so we'll be using our handy dandy little pipette. And on our cream fresh, always shake before you use these. Same thing again, we're going to do 0.23 grams. Okay, so here we go. It's 19, 20. And that's it, guys. 0.23 grams. Done, and I will throw that away in a moment, and we'll tear again. Not tear as in T-E-A-R, but T-A-R-E. Okay, so we're done with our cream fresh. We're done with our cookie, and we're going to move on to marshmallow. And with our marshmallow, we're going to do 0.29. So now we just need to find our marshmallow. Marshmallow in this recipe is used for a sweetener only. And I like things sweet. I will just go ahead and tell you, you may not. You're going to have to play around with what makes you happy. That's really cool about DIY. You can do anything you want as long as you don't overnick yourself. Which, seriously, you see I'm wearing gloves even for flavoring. The gloves are still a smart idea, guys. But when you're doing nick, not only is it a smart idea, it's the only idea. Keep yourself safe. Alright, so we've got our marshmallow. We're going to tear again. There we go. And we're going to move on to Nana's cake. And this is the cake part of our strawberry shortcake. And I really fell in love with Nana's cake from Flavor Art. And as you can see, my poor little bottle's been through it. But I've got two more because I use this flavor quite a bit. And on Nana's cake, we are going to be doing 0.45 grams. One of the things you're going to notice when you're working with Flavor Art, boy, these bottles are hard to push, sorry. You don't have to use this much flavoring with Flavor Art, which is one of the reasons I fell in love with it. Super concentrated stuff. Sorry, this is very hard to press. The other bottles that I have in are actually softer, so I'm trying to get through this one so I can move to them. 5. We're almost there, guys. A little more. I'm not sure if you guys can see my scale. Not the scale, the gram on the scale. But that's done. We're done with Nana's cake. And the next is Red Touch, which is our strawberry, also from Flavor Art. You're going to notice that I enjoy mixing with Flavor Art. Like I said, you can use less flavoring. Let's tear that. And get incredible taste. And they're usually very spot on to what they're supposed to taste like. So with our Red Touch strawberry, we're going to do 0.45 again. And here we go with the hard bottles. Sorry. Oh, actually, this one's not bad. That is 14. And 20. 30. 36. 37, 38. 42. And what did we say? Let's double check ourselves. And I do that a lot. I will go back. That's 42 there. 0.42 grams. All right, and we went a little over at 0.47, but I'm not really concerned because, hey, more strawberry. Now, with strawberries, I like to mix 2 strawberries when I'm mixing. To me, it gives a little more punch of flavor, and not only that, I mean, it makes it last longer. So, you know, do what you want to do, but if you can do 2 of the same flavors, like strawberry ripe, and then, which is by TPA, or Flavor Art, you know, mix the 2 of them up. You'll just, most of the time, you'll get a better flavor. All right, so let's move on to strawberry ripe, and we are going to do, how much of this one? 0.60. Ooh, that smells so good. Oh, and I already did my tear, so let's get this going. It's 30, 30, 40, 42, 52. We're almost there, guys. And there we go, 60. I am a happy girl. That was 60, right? Yep, 60. And we are done with our strawberry ripe. All right, so our last flavor for this beautiful strawberry shortcake recipe is going to be our Vienna cream. And we're going to do another tear. And then we are going to do 0.30 grams. Okay, guys? Drip that in there. And we are done with our flavors. That's it on the flavors, guys. Done. Okay, so our next step, obviously, is we're going to look at our PG and VG. Now, this is going to be different depending on what nicotine level you're mixing with and how much PG and VG you want. On the e-liquid calculator that you'll see over here on the screen, you'll be able to change these percentages to whatever you want them to be. For me today, I am actually using the 36 milligram VG nicotine, and I'm going to make this into a 70-30 blend because I enjoy vaping that, and that's what works for me. So we're going to start with, we'll do nicotine last. We're going to start with our PG, and we're going to put in 5.29 grams of PG. And like with my other stuff, I like to shake. 5.29. This is the first time using this bottle. I went and got new bottles just for you guys. So let's hope they work. We'll go back. So 5.29. You guys give me a second. I need to watch what I'm doing here for just a minute. 5.29 is coming. It's a coming. Okay, that's 502. 516. Okay. Done with our PG. We're going to tear again. And we're going to, can't really shake your VG as well as you can shake your PG. Your VG is what gives you your clouds. So if you're wanting more clouds, you're going to want to use more PG. If you want more flavor, more PG. But a lot of people have PG sensitivity, so, you know, try it at 50-50 and then work your way up to what you like. All right, so we're going to go on with our VG now, and this one says that we need 6.12 grams. And you're going to find it's a little harder to squeeze, too. Look at that. Well, this is good in this bottle. We'll get to 6, and then we'll double check our numbers again. I am always double checking a number, guys. And I encourage you to do it too, because if you're like me, you're a little forgetful. All right, so 6.12, and what do you know? We're at 613. If we're one little teeny percent over, not a big deal. I'm happy with that. All right, so, and you know what? I really, really, really believe I did this at 15 mils and not the 30 mil, obviously. Let's look at our bottle. No big deal, but yeah, that's what I did. All right, so we're going to open our nicotine. This is where we need to be safe, guys. I started doing this at 48 milligrams of nicotine, and I moved up to 100, but because I want you guys to learn properly, I went down and actually bought this just to do reviews with you guys. So the 36 to me, I feel like it's a little safer for a new mixer. You always want to be careful. You don't want this touching your skin, and you definitely don't want to over-nic your juice. So no matter what you do, this step needs to be perfect. Now, for this one, we are going to use 3.15 grams of our nicotine juice. Using this pipette, and I have this in BG, so it's really thick. All right, let's go ahead and tear that. No, tear, thank you, tear. Hey, you, tear. There we go. Now it's tearing. All right, so again, 3.15, which we know is going to be all of this. And it's going to take us a couple because this is, like I said, it's really thick, and these are 1 mil pipettes. You probably should use a syringe instead of a pipette when doing this. I really wasn't thinking about that today, but we're doing it now, so we're going to stick with it. Okay, we're at 212, and we want to go to 315. You guys stay with me. Almost there, guys. We're at 293. 3. Okay, that's it. We're done. And yes, I made this for a 15 ml bottle instead of a 30, which is kind of funny because I had pulled out my 15 ml bottles first. And then I was like, no, we're doing a 30 ml. Well, it wasn't. Live and learn, right? But thank God it was a bigger bottle and not a smaller one. So, let me get rid of this nicotine here. This is actually all we have to do, except clean up our mess because, and we'll do that in a minute. If you do not have a vortex mixer or something to shake, you're going to want to shake. So I actually do have one. And, you know, I'm going to pull it out for you, but if you don't, you'll want to shake it. Put this in a closet where there is no light coming to it. Take it out several times a day and shake it. Again, this recipe here, the TOC's Strawberry Shortcake, is going to need a good 2-week steep. You've got creams in there. They take time. If you're doing, sometimes if you're just doing fruits, you won't have to do that. But with a cream, you need to let it steep. And basically, steeping means let it sit somewhere without light or anything else until it mixes well together. And yep, you'll take it apart. Take it apart. You will not take it apart. You will take it out a couple times a day, like I said. Shake the poopy cock out of it and get done. But you know what? Let me pull out the vortex so you guys can see that. 1 minute. Well, what I forgot is we were getting ready for the holidays, and I actually put my vortex mixer up. So I'm going to do the same thing I'm asking you to do. Shake it. We're going to stick it in a cabinet. We'll let it sit for 2 weeks, taking it out a couple of times a day to shake it up again. And in 2 weeks, you're going to have some really glorious, incredible juice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this was a very, very informal DIY tutorial. And I was just happy that we could figure out how to set up and do one for you. So if you'd like to check out my recipes, I'll leave a link for that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because when I'm doing the videos, I sometimes forget that other people haven't been doing this for 2 years. So I'm here. Just let me know what you need, and I will answer to the best of my ability. And if I can't answer a question, I'll find somebody that can. So thank you. And yeah, our cute little label. I made those at home. They were fun. You guys have a great one. We'll come back again with some more recipes and other tutorials. Thanks, guys. Bye.